Here's another video. I've been having a look at this Sanyo portable cassette recorder online. It's Sanyo MR-4010, and the seller states that the belts may have perished because there's no play or rewind, so I purchased it. Okay, the item has arrived. Let me just get it out of the box, and it's quite well packaged. Let me just get out this box out of the way and get out this bubble wrap. Okay, as you can see here, get this bit of plastic off the back with the tape. It's quite a tidy unit. I think it was manufactured in the early 70s, and it's just a portable cassette recorder. Just having a look inside the battery compartment. There's no leakage. So let me just pop a couple of batteries in and see what we've got. Let's pop these batteries in lively. Okay, just pop the cover back on, see what it does. So as you can see here, it's, like I said before, it's quite a tidy unit in quite a good nick. A little bit of dust around the top, but it's not too bad. Okay, so what we're going to do now, just have a look to see where the seller states it's not working. So if I just show you inside here, if I press play, you can see the take-up wheels aren't turning. I can hear a noise inside, but the wheels aren't turning at all for the cassette. So I'm going to have a look at that. Volume's a bit crackly, and the tone. I have to have a look at that also. Right, let's just get this get these batteries out lively once again, and let's remove this back cover. See what we got. There's just 3 screws holding the back cover in place. 2 long screws, 1 short. And then all we've got to do now is figure out how it comes off. Okay, it just lifts off like so. And let me just pop these batteries in and see what we've got. While I've got the covers off, see what's moving. More than likely the belts have perished, as the seller stated. Get a little close up here. I can see that the belt's been replaced by an elastic band. Just highlight that for you. These here, elastic bands, rather than belts. They're usually black. Let me just get this piece out of here. That's one part of the elastic band that's perished. Okay, let me just press play, see what's happening. More than likely, obviously it's not going to play because that's the motor there. We're working fine, that's moving fine. But the grey wheel there, which is for the capstan, obviously not moving because the belt's perished or the elastic band's perished. So what I've got to do now is remove this metal plate here, holds the capstan flywheel in place. Just do 3 screws on that. And once I've got them screws out, I should be able to just move this little bracket here. Let me just give you a closer look. There's a bit of another bit of the elastic band there. Let's get rid of that. And there's 2 more belts on the inside, which are going to be difficult. 2 more drive belts. But the main drive belt is obviously snapped at some stage, which was replaced by elastic band, which won't last too long. Okay, so what I'm going to do now I'm going to have to remove the flywheel. So let me just undo this clip here. Holds the flywheel in place. I've got my hand on the back of the flywheel so it doesn't fall out. And I'm just going to lift this little retaining clip off here. Just presses on to the capstan. Let's put that to one side. And should be able to just lift the flywheel out. That's the flywheel there, see me undoing it. And like I said, there's two other belts which are going to be very difficult to replace. So let me just remove the flywheel here, as you can see there. Put that to one side. And let me just get this camera in and show you. That's the other two belts which I'm going to replace also. So I'm going to have to dismantle this unit a little bit more, get this main PCB out of the way. Just you can see me just trying to figure out, there's one screw in the back. I'm just trying to figure out how you actually remove it. Here you can see me just removing the power supply socket. Just going to get that out of the way, because there's a bracket which holds the other two belts which I've got to get to. And then here you can see me just remove the front cover with the speaker attached. So here you can see me just remove the speaker. It's just one screw and it's glued in, but I've managed to pry it out. Okay, just put that to one side. That's the front cover. I've managed to release this main PCB, as you can see here. Which should give access to the other two pulleys, which I've managed to undo there. Difficult to film, took ages to get this far. But here you can see me removing the take-up wheels, pulleys, and these are the two belts which I've got to replace also. There's 4 belts in total. I've got a selection of belts here, just a matter of finding the right one. And let me show you the flywheel. There's a bit of a elastic band still stuck to it. You see there. So I'm just going to use this screwdriver just to get rid of that small dried up piece there. Comes off easy enough, as you can see there. I'm going to give this a bit of clean. It's tidy enough anyway. Just put it to one side. Like I said before, let me just find the right belts for this, the take-up wheel. So I can find these are the old ones. Let me just put them to one side. And these are the new ones which I'm fitting here. Difficult to film at the same time, but I've got to fit these two belts in and fit the bracketing with it, as well as the flywheel for the capstan. There's 3 belts that go around this. Okay, I've got it, all the belts in and everything. Let me just show you here. Very difficult to film, that's why I didn't show it yet. But you can see the 3 belts on there for the play and rewind. Just show you there, just spin it, make sure they're seated okay. That's the 3 belts replaced. Okay, just give it a spin, they seem to be working fine. So all I've got to do now is fit the main drive belt, which someone replaced with the elastic band. And here you can see me just fitting the main drive belt here, just testing it. See, it's connected to the motor now. So I'm just going to put a dab of grease on the back of the flywheel for the capstan. And then I'm just going to replace this bracket which I removed earlier, so I could remove the flywheel. Just going to put it all back together now. And just fitting the 3 screws back in. And just give it another test, make sure there's no movement there. Okay, there's another belt on the front here which I'm removing. It's for the counter meter. It's in the decent condition. It's not melted or stretched, but I'm going to replace it anyway while I've got the unit dismantled. So it just hooks around here like so. Just hooks around the play wheel like so. And just give it a spin, make sure it's okay. These panels, I'm going to give them a clean. They're covered in dust. So I'm just going to give them a wash, just sticking in this bucket of soap. You see all the dust on the inside there. So I'm just going to chuck these panels in for a minute, let them soak for a bit. And then I'm going to give them a wash. And this top panel here, sir, I've also got that off, and it's going to get it a wash also. Just stick that in the bucket. Okay, I'm just going to use a soft brush just to get rid of all the dirt and dust. 50 plus years of dirt and dust. Here you can see me just scrubbing the panels on the outside and inside. It was a fairly tidy unit anyway, but I'm going to give the whole thing a clean. Not sure how much so much dust gets on the inside, but I am going to give it a clean anyway. And then I'm just going to leave these panels to dry. Going back to the radio, I'm just going to use some contact spray around the record switch, volume switch, slides, and all the other switches. You can see me just working the contact spray into the record switch there. And I'll just work it into this switch here. Okay, pretty satisfied with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just pop this clip which I popped off before, which is for the capstan. There's a little recess in the capstan and it just fits onto there. Just making sure that's seated correctly. Get close up there. Okay, let's just give it a test. Got a cassette, just pop it in. Fit it on the front temporarily. And as you can see here, that seems to be playing okay. Got rid of all the crackling from the volume also. And that seems to be playing fine. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Just move that cassette. And now, just going to give the unit a clean. Get rid of some of this dust on the inside and the outside. See, among the volume and tone sliders, get rid of all this dust. Just use my vacuum cleaner to get rid of most of the dust, and then I'm just going to use this wet wipe just to give it a bit of a clean. Get this switch cleaned as well, the speech and the cassette buttons, play and rewind buttons, just give them a clean also with a wet wipe. It's a lot better, even though it wasn't too mucky before. Just got to do maintenance here. Just got to grease certain parts of the sliding parts of the cassette mechanism. Just put a bit of grease around them, and here you can see me just cleaning the pinch roller for the capstan. Just use some cleaning fluids to get that clean. You can see that's years and years of tape, brown tape. That's what you can see in the cotton bud. There's remnants of brown tape there. And I'm also going to clean the play head and the record head. Okay, what I'm going to do here is just get the right tone. I'm going to adjust the play head so I can get the right tone. I've got the tone on full, so I'm see if I can just get the right sound from the playhead while it's playing. Okay, just show you here. The silver, it's bit worn on the inside of here, so what I'm going to do is is just take the dismantle this panel. There's 2 screws here, and the panel comes off like so. And then all I'm going to do is just mask it off and give it a spray. So here you can see me just using some masking tape to mask off the areas I don't want to get spray on. Let me just speed this section up. You can see me just masking it off, because I'm going to spray this section silver again, just to make it look a little bit better. I'm just going to take it outside and give it a quick spray, aerosol spray, matte silver. That's dried now, so let me just remove the masking tape, and then I'm just going to clean up where there's bits of overspray there. As you can see there, got it nice and clean now. That's a lot better. So I'll just put this panel back together, just reverse the previous. It just hooks in, and then you got your 2 screws, which I'm just reinserting here. See, that looks a lot better now. I'll just pop it open and show you. Just press this clip down, cassette door open. See, that's a lot better. Okay, so let me show you here. I've got all the parts nice and clean and dry and ready. Show you the inside there. It's completely dusty before, these panels, but they're nice and clean now. And like I said, the radio was fairly tidy anyway. And this is the cassette module. It's got it nice and clean also. So I'll just lively put the system together. Just time-lapse this, because it did take it was a little bit fiddly putting it back together, but in the end I did manage to get there. Okay, let's just give it a test now. Let's pop cassette in here, press play. See the wheels turning there, that seems to be working okay. You can see the meter there, turning, tape counter, that's working fine also. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Quite a nice, tidy looking machine. Okay, let me show you the microphone, pops up like so. Okay, with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.